Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
Oh, that just gets me in the mood every single time. What is happening, everybody, and welcome to the Retro Wildlands. My name is Nomad, and, well, I typically have a gaming podcast called the Retro Wildlands where I check out some old retro video games and give you my thoughts and experiences while not partaking, but bringing you into the game itself using music and sound effects so that we can go through that game together. But tonight is special. Tonight is live. Tonight is in real time. And this is my second live stream solo anyway ever, and I am playing through the original Resident Evil. So thank you everybody that decided to come on out to the stream, and thank you if you're watching this somewhere later in the future, whether it's tomorrow or the year 2050. Appreciate you stopping by the Wildlands while I partake in a video game that means the world to me. This is literally the game that made me a gamer, and it's been really fun going back and replaying it again and having some folks stop by while I do it. Real quick, a shout out to the chat. Squidge is in the house from the Waffling Tailors podcast. Thank you very much, my friend, for stopping by. If you are listening or watching, definitely check out the Waffling Tailors podcast. I've been a guest on that podcast once or thrice, talking some Resident Evil games, and it's been a great time. So, Squidge, I'm glad you're here. Celeste Rose 04 up in the chat as well. Thanks for coming. I'm doing pretty darn good this evening, my friend, not gonna lie. And I did see your follow come over on X. I will jump on that platform and give you a shout back, my friend. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for following my thing. I appreciate it. And heck yeah, that guitar riff is awesome. Jenny is in the chat as well. What is happening? Thanks for stopping out. So, all right. We're going to get right into this thing, but just to preface really quick, I did a live stream earlier, a couple Mondays ago, I think it was. It's up on YouTube if you want to check it out. I played the first half of the game. But what we're partaking in this evening is I am playing, I guess it's more or less the second half of Jill's campaign in the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation. We ended with the destruction of Plant 42. Thank God Barry Burton was there to flamethrower that thing to hell and back. We hightailed it back to the save room after we found a mansion key. So we are heading back to the mansion for a second time. And those that have played the game before, you know what's coming. The hunters cometh. So let's get ourselves situated and we'll get right into it here. Oh, and Sir and Lady Flaw Gaming is here as well. Welcome. Thank you for taking some time. All right, so let's start it off as we want to do with that glorious PlayStation load-up chime. Oh my God. Never gets old. Now, I did spend a decent amount of time making some tweaks to the computer, testing some new things that I've got set up here. So I think audio levels should be good. You should hear me pretty good. You should hear the game pretty good. If I need to tweak anything, please don't hesitate to say something in the chat. I should be able to make some adjustments in real time. So, all right, let's make sure the controller's still connected and everything's all good to go, and we'll get right into this. Heck yeah. Hope everybody had a good Labor Day weekend, too. Definitely wasn't long enough, although it was nice. I took Tuesday off work, so I only had to work 3 days this week, although it still felt like 5, somehow. You have once again entered the world of survival horror. Good luck. All right. It's been 2 weeks since we played last. I don't remember what the hell I was doing. All right, so we got the mansion key. I believe this is the helmet key. There it is. Because the Spencer Mansion has that affinity for armor, I suppose. Awesome. Thank you that confirming the sounds good, Jenny. I appreciate it. Pre-CS, what is happening, my friend? Thanks for stopping out. All right, so we got that. Let's reload a little bit there. Okay, I think we're good to go. I think I've got everything that I want. And I'm doing pretty good ammo-wise. I was a little iffy at one point earlier in the game. I was using ammo with reckless abandon, but I think we stockpiled a nice little slice of ammo pie. A couple first aid sprays. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. Oop. I didn't realize I had that extra shotgun ammunition in there. Let me combine that. We'll get on our way here. Jill's campaign obviously is the quote unquote easier one, but as much as I love Chris's campaign, which I'd love to play through if y'all want to watch me do it, but something about playing Jill's campaign is just perfect. Yeah, that's right, Squidge. I'm heading to yawn number 2, the big old snake. Coming. Freaking snake. My stepdaughter wants to get a snake as a pet. I vetoed that quickly. Eric, what's up, my friend? Ooh, was that a beep? Did I hear a beep? I heard a beep. Oh, the radio.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me. But somehow, give me a sign.
Brad?
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
Sigh. Still don't understand how Brad just ups and leaves everybody. But I will say, and I think I said it last stream, there is something nice about knowing that help is still out there circling somewhere. So for what it is, it adds to it a little bit, I suppose. Anyway, RE is one of those games where I saved all of the rocket launcher weapons just to finish the game, and I'm not using any of it. That speaks to my horde mentality, 100%. Good role-playing game or even a survival horror game, just because you have something doesn't mean you should use it. Hoard all that nonsense. All right, let's make our way back to the mansion here. I'm pretty sure I cleared out all the dogs, as painful as it was to kill all of them. Squidge asks, have I ever read the novelization of the Resi books? Yes, although it's been a long time ago. And I didn't read all of them. Like, I read the novelization of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, that weird one with Rebecca Chambers called Caliban Cove, I think. I say weird just because I can't remember anything about it, and I think it was his own offshoot story. And, oh, god damn it, Snake. I'm sitting here not paying attention to what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Get ready for more of that, my friends. I have a one-track mind, so reading the chat, answering the chat, and playing this game is going to be it's going to be a challenge. But no, back to your question, Squidge. I think the last book that I read, I think they made a novelization of Code Veronica. I could be misremembering that. But yeah, that's about as far as I've got. Although I keep seeing people posting pictures of the books here and there on some of the social media pages that I follow, and I absolutely want to go and find them again. Although places that sell them, like eBay or Mercari, I feel like they want more than I think they're worth, but I don't know. I may jump on the grenade, as it were, and get them back in the collection. I would absolutely love to have those. All right. So a call back to when me and my stepdad played this game for the first time. We get to this part right here, and it's just like any other game, right? You're going back to an area that you know you cleared out. You know you've taken everything back from the monsters, so you're feeling a semblance of safety and security. You've got no care in the world. Everything is right. Until this happens. One of the most iconic cutscenes in video game history, I argue. Of course, you're wondering what in the holy hell this is. And I remember seeing that hand and immediately realized that was not a zombie. But this, look at this thing. Oh my god. Okay, what I should have done is had the shotgun ready. So hold on. Don't move, Mr. Hunter, while I equip my shotgun. Damn static angles. Yeah. Yeah, first time I saw that, I didn't have a shotgun or grenade launcher in my inventory, and I had a handgun, and I thought it was fun to try to shoot that thing. Oh, how naive I was. But I will say, you'll never forget your first decapitation by a hunter. That is a fact. All right, let's get to a save room. Oh, wait, no. I don't want to go to the save room right yet. I can open my first helmet key door. Perfect. I got the first book on holiday. It was growing my hair out at the time. Nice. Got to the first yawn encounter, and my tiny ponytail slid on my shoulder, leading me to throw the book across the room. I'd have done the same thing, man. 100%. I still do that when I feel things on my... Never mind. All right. Trying to remember. Bring all back the memories here. Oh, that's right. Even though there's obviously a book on this counter, I need to turn the lights on. Is that right? Oh, wait. The light's on the desk. I will. There we go. It's a dumb little touch, but I love just a dark room that you have to turn the lights on. You don't know what's in it. I don't know. God, I love this game. Eagle of East, Wolf of West. Yes, Squidge, I am indeed in the John Cena room. I remember my mom's friend had a kid and he wanted to play Resident Evil so bad, so I led him into the early area where the dogs jump through the window. That is cold, my friend, but I approve 100%. I will never forget anyone that's gone through the dog jumping through the window in the very beginning of the game will never forget that first moment. It's kind of like your first kiss, kind of. but purposely leading someone into that, whew, cold, but I love it. All right, so in classic RE fashion, we have to examine the book. We get the Eagle medal, classic Resident Evil icon or item rather, which no idea what it does. Well, I know what it does, but we collectively up to this point don't know what it does. So we're going to dump that in our nearest item box. I don't think there's anything else in this room. Yes, there is. The Magnum stuff, which now I don't have enough room to take. Like, I can't just squish that down in my pocket and smash those herbs, apparently. I'll just shove them in my mouth. Perfect. I'm sure I got hit somewhere along the line, so it'll make sense for me to heal, I guess. Cool. All right. And don't want to waste electricity. Like I tell the kids, if you're out of a room and you have no purpose in there, you shut the damn lights off. So let's lead by example. Put the Magnum ammo underneath my underneath the beret. I'm sure you've seen the ending cutscene where she lets her hair down. She's got enough stuff up in that beret. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Forgot about... Hey. I pulled the trigger. God, even though you know you got these guys on the ropes, or how the hell did that hit him? Okay. Ah. Jeez Louise. I am out of practice. And I'm too reliant on that auto-aim feature, which I don't have. Anyway, I forgot what I was even going to say. Oh, you get so used to fighting these creatures and you think you got them pegged, but your heart's always racing every single time. And maybe it's because I got an audience, but damn, I'm not looking forward to fighting more of these. But we got a note on the wall. I'll put some bullets in the back room. Use them in case of trouble. Barry. Thanks, Barry. It's another thing that makes Jill's campaign so much easier is Barry's out there just giving us weapons that are extremely effective against living things, which we should take with us. Yeah, magic shotgun shells is right. I have no idea how I hit that thing, but whatever. The game clearly knows that I'm out of practice. What am I doing? I got too much stuff. The joys of inventory management, my friends. I do got this, Eric. Thank you, my friend. Keep the key. Don't need the thing. Pardon me. Okay, so I'm going up against the snake. And you know what the snake doesn't like? Explosive rounds, I think. We're going to swap out the shotgun. This is usually the point, I think, where I typically swap out the shotgun for the grenade launcher. So we're going to do that. Now, the grenade launcher in this game is agitating because I don't think... Yeah, you can't load any more than 6 shots. You can't swap ammunition types, so I'm stuck with the grenade rounds until I use them all. There's no in-game reload animation either, which is slightly agitating. The snake doesn't like tax return forms. I don't like tax return forms, Squidge, so if that's truly the case, I think I can understand and relate. Okay, we're doing the... Yep, we're doing this. All right, I'm overthinking this. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. The snake's not going to get me. Damn, snake better not get me. And of course, I forget there's a first aid spray on the floor, too. So I'm going to dump our super herb that can heal poison. Wait. The second snake... No, the second snake is not poisonous. I am pretty positive. Yes, Squidge, I am a secret snake. Yes, there are flame rounds, Eric, and I have a pile of them in my... Damn it. I have a pile of them in my... why am I drawing a blank tonight? Item box. There we go. Had a really crappy day at work, so I'm a little scatterbrained. All right. Let's do this thing. If there's anywhere else that you can go besides going straight to the on fight, I don't really go that direction. I always head straight there. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I know there's at least one hunter up here, so everybody be quiet. Don't make a sound. Surprise! Oh, yeah. That's right. All right, and I'm pretty sure there's one over here. But we'll get him if we come through that back door. He's just going to stay there like a good little boy. But we're going to walk just in case. I don't think he'll come after me if we run, but I ain't taking chances. All right. Yeah, I think I usually try to use the acid rounds for the snake also. I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel like it's more powerful. Seems that way anyway. Kind of wish I had doors like this in my house for no reason. All right. A hole opens in the fireplace. I wonder what that's going to mean. Like, I genuinely want to know what the purpose of this room is. I mean, I get the mansion's a front and everything, but, like, what goes on in here? 2 people can sit and watch you play piano? Never mind, I'm getting off track. Let's study the piano. All right. Die in a fire. Oop, click, click, click. Oop, not those. I think I could take one more hit before he devours me, but we'll see. Yep, there's my hit. Haha, yeah. Ugh. Suck it. Yep, I'm with you, Jenny. Big ol' don't like snakes. Okay. Let's check out the hole. And then one of my favorite parts of the entire game is Barry comes in and says nothing about the corpse on the floor. It's too dark to see anything.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Nope.
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you?
Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Something about the rope opening sound that's just very, I don't know, ASMR, as the kids say. It sounds nice.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
Damn it, Barry! Okay, so fun fact about this. So you're down here, and you find this tombstone, and you see a switch. Will you push it? Of course I'm going to push the switch. That's what they're built for. And this will reveal a ladder downwards. Now, the coolest thing about Resident Evil, and still, even though it's one of my favorite games ever, I don't completely have my head wrapped around this. There are multiple endings depending on some things that you do, and I believe if you leave and don't wait for Barry to come back, you seal his fate. But he's here, it's fine.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
It is funny, though. If you do leave and then come back, the rope will never be there. But part of me's like, Barry never actually got acknowledgement Jill was there. He could have just left the rope. No, never mind.
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Ooh. Items from Barry are the best. Pass number. Perfect. Yep, that is the pass number for the little keypad thing on the second floor in that ugly green L-shaped whatever hallway thing.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Other than the Jill sandwich line, I think that's my favorite line that Jill says in this game is, I'll take this then. It's just so great. All right, down we go. Yeah, Eric, I would have no problem doing a live stream of a Metal Gear game. I would play almost all of them, I think. The only thing I worry about is there's so much dialogue. Like, I don't know if anyone would ever really want to sit through that, and I don't know if I'd really want to talk over it either because it's awesome. But never say never. I would love to play. Barry nipped out to Home Depot, then willingly went back to the mansion. Yeah, 100%. Barry's been acting strange this whole game, that is for sure. All right, we got the squishy squishes of zombie feet. Hey, buddy. Never been more happy to see one of these guys. You're not a hunter, and you can't rip my head off. It's probably one of my favorite zombie moans, too. I still say the zombie moans in this game are better than any of the other ones. Oh, shit. Forgot about that one. Run! I'll save it. I was going to hit him with an acid round, but no, I should be smart. Just go down and stay down. It's fine. There you go. If they're a diehard Metal Gear fan, they'll be okay. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Crap. That's right. That's kind of my double-edged sword of not bringing the shotgun down. Is now I've got random shell. You know what? I'm gonna do the crazy thing, and I'm gonna leave those shotgun shells right there because I think there's something I need down here, and I don't feel like making you all watch me backtrack to just dump stuff off in an item box. Still playing through the board game of the first Resident Evil game. Hard as hell to get through. I have watched some videos on the Resident Evil board game, and it looks so fun, but it looks so convoluted. But I think it's one of those things that I would absolutely want to partake in regardless. I'm just going to leave them do their thing. I think there's a couple herbs behind them, but I'm not particularly interested. Mysticles joins the chat. What is happening, my friend? Welcome back to our Resi Part 2, where I try not to die and be entertaining while I do it. It's good to see you, my friend. If you guys have not partaken in the wares that Mysticles offers, you can find him over on YouTube. I'm pretty sure your channel is just Mysticles. Is that correct? I know I follow you, but it's one of those you just pop up on my feed and I just go to your stuff. So, but either way, go check out Mysticles on YouTube. Overwhelmed Gamer, what is happening? Same deal. Overwhelmed Gamer, go check him out over on social. He's on Facebook. I think you're on YouTube. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to you on YouTube. You do a stream with your daughter on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken, which is fantastic to watch. So yeah, anyone listening, go do that. Holy shit. Whoa. Almost got me. I'm over here trying to give shout-outs and stuff, and this thing's just waiting to take my foot off. What are you doing? That's right. Yeah, you're a sucker for Resident Evil like I am, Mysticles. That's something to be proud of. An oven. It's badly rusted and does not seem to work. I kind of like that you can examine stuff in the environment. I almost wish some of it was a little bit more detailed. I don't know. I'm just complaining. Oh, I forgot about this. Is it another hunter? Nice. Well, it's a regular zombie. But I will say, when I saw this growing up, playing with my stepdad, I was freaked out. I was relieved when I saw it was just a zombie, that it wasn't a hunter. But then I started thinking, crap, are zombies going to go through doors now? They don't, but how cool would that have been if they actually started moving through doors like this one here? I feel like they made the hunter CGI sequence in first person like that and thought, oh, this is really cool. Let's do it one more time for funsies. But still really cool. All right, I think I want to head downwards. But I'm agonizing over the space, the inventory space I don't have. So, you know what? The next two zombies are getting acid rounds because screw it. All right, down we go. Mysticles, just got your video games monthly box. Not good. That stinks, man. I haven't watched SquarePeg's video yet, but I think he did not get a fantastic box of games. I think he got good value, but just games that he didn't particularly care for. But check out his Twitter or his X. BGM swooped in and were like, "Hey, let us know what your tastes are. We'll fix you up." Like, fantastic customer service. Like, it was awesome. All right, come here. I'm distracted again. I forgot that. I rarely use acid rounds on zombies, and it turns their skin green. That's cool. I think there's one. Yep, there he is. What? That didn't kill. God damn it. Well, I guess Barry is correct. It's effective against living things, and this thing is not alive, so maybe I should have known better. But it's nice that it only took one round to put him down. And I can't see the blood pool, so I'm about to waste a bullet. Yep. Okay. Yeah, if zombies went through doors, you'd think it'd be a little overwhelming. Play Resident Evil Outbreak on the PlayStation 2, my friend. I am pretty positive they go through doors. And it is wonderfully horrific. Yeah, the acid rounds are all kind of powerful. I agree, Squidge, except for that one part right there where they failed me. Go down! God, I love this game. All right, what do we got going on here? Library. I think I can get into that desk. The desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Heck yeah, I'm the master of unlocking. Overwhelmed Gamers only played the first Resident Evil and 4. Need some time, more time with the series. Yes, you absolutely do, my friend. It's actually kind of nice. The original Resident Evil gives you a taste of the original tank control, static angle kind of style, and Resident Evil 4 starts to ease you into the action direction that the series goes into in later iterations. So you kind of got a taste of both worlds. I'd be curious if you play more games, which of the two styles you prefer. Me, I can go back and forth. Ah, I knew it. All right, get back here. I knew there was someone else in here sniffing around. Come on. There we go. Oh, already dead. Excellent. All right. Let's reload. What do we got here? The files in this game are few and far between, but I think all of them do a decent job of adding to the atmosphere. Let me get my narrator voice on here for y'all. Raccoon Times, May 27th, 1998. Animal attack. Woman mutilated. May 20th, around 10 p.m., a 20-year-old young woman's body was found by a passerby on the left bank of Marble River in the Cedar district of Raccoon City. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or another animal's doing because there were teeth marks along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. Womp womp. They are hurrying to identify the woman. June 16th, 98. Monsters in Arklay Mountains? ? Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The mountains are supposedly about the same... the monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so smart readers should stay out of the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for adventure, check it out. You want to try? That's how people die. Damn news tabloids. July 9th, 1998. Mystery in Arklay Mountains, mountain road blocked. Due to these successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon police intend to begin the search for the lost people with the help of STARS team members. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of the Arklay Mountains and the the vast forest that covers most of the area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Wonder what those could be. It's a nice little touch, and I think I mentioned this one on one of the podcasts that I was a guest on with the Waffling Tailors podcast. Stuff like that actually adds to Raccoon City as not just a place in this game, but it kind of starts developing it as its own character. The Arklay Mountains surrounding it, like, I love little touches like that. All right, Secret Room. Mysticles, I recently played this, or I played RE on the Saturn. It's mostly the same. That's what I've heard. I would love to play this on the Saturn just to say I did. If there are version differences, I don't recall them off the top of my head. Maybe different unlockable costumes, but I heard the Saturn version's pretty good. Oh, it already combined it for me. What am I doing? Squidge, I am tank controls all the way. Love the action style, but tank all the way. I am 100% with you. Tank bros for life, my friend. Just something about tank controls that are just... I can't explain it. If someone had a gun to my head and wanted me to explain why tank controls are better or why I prefer them, I'm done for. Ooh, I can look over the country or the courtyard from here. It's a heliport. If I could contact the other members from there. Now, this area you can completely miss if you're not paying attention to the shelf that I pushed out of the way, but another nice little touch. Now you know that Brad's up in the air. Now you know there's a place that he can set down, so it gives you even more incentive to keep moving forward. Oh, Squid, you're right. There's battle mode in the Saturn version, and I think Wesker appears as a guest zombie, if I'm not mistaken. You're right. Eric, I have to say I love the voiceover sounds effects of your podcast, The Retro Wildlands. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. It's a mixture of me just contorting my own voice, and sometimes I do use the sound editing software to raise and lower the pitch every once in a while. But it's been fun to experiment with. Open the window and yell. No, that's going to attract more monsters, Squidge. Have you not seen this movie? All right, let's get back in the game here. We got a statue. We got this obvious button. Oh, that's right. That's right. Now it's coming back to me. We need to push the statue on that particular portion of the floor, and if I do it here, it's going to not do what I want it to. Let me push this out just a smidgen. There we go. All right, one arm shoulder push for the win. This is another thing I want in my house. If my wife and I ever like build our own home or something, I want a sliding bookshelf just like this, that's activated by either a switch or a giant statue to hide something. There we go. What is that? Oh, that's the Mo disc. M.O. Michael Oscar. Another item to which we have no idea why it exists, but for us to save our compatriot, Mr. Chris Redfield, we're going to need those discs. I think there's 3 of them. I loved playing the Master of Knifing on the DS version of this game. Yes. For those that have not heard of it, they remastered, I think remastered is the right word. They put Resident Evil, the original one, on the Nintendo DS of all things. Completely revamped the gameplay in a sense. Made your knife something you could just wield by holding a shoulder button. It was really, really cool. And yeah, there's a mode called the Master of Knifing, which, Squidge, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're in first person when you do it, which is awesome. I own it. I have it over on my shelf, a loose cartridge of it, but I have yet to put time into it. Shame on me, but... Oh yeah, grenade rounds. Yeah, give Papa some grenade rounds. And then there's the battery. And yeah, every time I get to this point, I am always over encumbered and I can't grab the car battery. So I always have to find a way to come back here, but that's okay. Save room is not far, if I recall. You fight Yawn in that mode as well, Master of Knifing? Okay. You are not giving me a good reason to try that mode, my friend. I'm still going to try it, but... All right. Is there another zombie around here? Maybe not. Maybe in Chris's, I think. Because I think there's more enemies around when you play Chris. All right, let's keep pushing forward. We got to hit a save room and dump off all our excess nonsense. Hello, sir. It's a dumb little touch, but I like being able to shoot their arm off. Nice. And even though you can do it in Resident Evil 2, which is nice, I never understood why you couldn't shoot them while they were getting back on their feet. I always thought that was weird. Sounds as much terrifying as VR in Resident Evil. Yep, you are correct, Eric. Not for the weak. We're just gonna see if we can slip by. Don't mind me. Ah. Of course, the door's locked. Okay, hi. Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus is a good time. My stepson owns an Oculus, and I've considered actually giving him the money to buy that game so I can play it and try it out. Although I think this Halloween I'm gonna finally play Resident Evil 7 on the PlayStation 4 VR. I've heard people tell me that's just a terrible idea, but I am jonesing for a scare, and I don't know. I want to try it so bad. All right. All right, we're going to head back upstairs, and I think the stairway that we go up, that the zombie came down, will take us back to the hallway where the piano room, or yeah, the piano bar room is. God, we're going to have to... Yeah, since that door was locked, we're going to have to fight for our save room. God damn it. That's okay. Jay Valentine is up for the task once I put the right weapon in her hands. All right, up we go. Resi 4 VR, you can dual wield weapons. Okay, that sounds pretty darn fun. I especially liked Leon in Resident Evil 6 dual wielding his little, what were they called? The wing shooters. That was fun. Almost a little too actiony, but I don't care. It was fun. All right, I think I am not alone. Oh, crap, the jump. Crap. Don't you dare. Okay. That's what I got to do the next time I stream this. I got to put like a heart monitor on or something because I I think I'm up at about 110 right now. Oh, soon as you get hit by those things, and you're stuck in that hit animation, it's like they could just take swipes out of you left and right. I thought I was a goner there. Yeah, you're right, Squidge. Resident Evil 6 doesn't get enough love. I knew it. Oh, ass. And I'm out. Oh my god. Don't let me die on stream. There's people watching. Jackass. Dude. All right. There's one more, right? There's always one more. Okay, we're good. Now, I think there's at least 2 or 3 in this hallway. Yeah, Mystically, you're right. What Resident Evil 6 had the best one-liners. And Leon S. Kennedy is like the best for that. Hey, buddy. Can I hit you from here? Send it. Perfect. Still got it. All right. There you are. Really? Of course I'm out. God damn it. Take a seat. Ooh. All right, we need a breather. Let's let that save room music soothe the soul here for a moment while we organize our inventory. Overwhelmed gamer. Yeah, I die all the time on stream. I always play games I haven't played before. See, I'm almost about to die on this stream, and I've played this game more times than I could count, so don't worry about it. It happens. All right. Although I do got to figure out... I've got access to a decent amount of games. I do need to figure out, like... I do want to play a game that I've never played before, and I think it'd be cool to play it on stream. I just don't know what the right game is yet. We'll see. Keep the grenade launcher? Yeah, sure. I am confident in my ability to stay... No, I'm not. I'm not confident in my ability to stay alive. Let's grab a healing item, because I'm Yeah, let's grab that. Alright, let's see here. And you know what else? I know there's better streamers out there. I know there's better gamers out there that would run through this thing without batting an eye at saving their game. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save my game. Because I don't trust myself. Where the hell's my ink ribbon? Where's my ink ribbon? Did I use them all? Did I not pick them up? I don't tend to pick up ink ribbons. What the fuck? I don't have an ink ribbon to save my game. Did I leave one on the desk? If I had an ink ribbon, I could save my progress. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. I always ignore the ink ribbons because I don't want to save, and now because I'm being a scaredy pants on stream, now I want to save and I can't. Oh, God has a sense of humor, all right. All right, I think I'm fine. We'll be fine. I'm over exaggerating my inability to move through this. All right, what do we got here? So we are below the hallway that's all in green that has that locked door. I need to go up there because there's a door that's locked by the helmet key. That's right. And there are hunters. Let's do this. Of course you're right by the edge of the screen. Wish I could shoot you again. Anyway, let's use the pass key just to unlock the door. Say we did. Oh yeah, we should go back and get the battery. That's right. Let's go do that. Let's go get the battery. Shove that thing in our back pocket. Oh, and this thing's still alive. Ask me how I know that. That was another one that scared the pants off of me when I was playing with my stepdad. And I should have put more in the item box. He wants to high-five you in the face with his claws. Yeah, well, I don't appreciate his show of affection. Find it quite alarming, to be honest with you. Oh, and you can always try Resident Evil Gaiden. Just be aware that there are a few game-breaking glitches in it. That's still another one. I've played Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color, which is Rock Band Resident Evil, for those that don't know. Just trust me. But I have yet to actually commit, and finish that game. I need to. All right, batteries in our back pocket. You know where I found ink ribbons? In the library. Sorry, you guys. I hate to backtrack and go off kilter here for a second, but just come along with me while I get ink ribbons. God damn it. There's a VHS on that. For those of you that didn't catch the stream last time or didn't watch the stream last time, my best friend Chris was in the chat, and he reminded me that when I was little and we had this game, I used to plug the PlayStation into the TV through our VCR, and then I would take a blank VHS tape and I would record my gameplay footage like it was the first, like old school recording gameplay, right? I would record the game and watch it back. I thought it was the coolest thing. But then my twisted little mind's like, you know what else is cool in this game? The many different ways that you die. Get killed by a zombie, decapitated by a hunter, eaten by a shark, whatever it may be. So I made a compilation VHS tape of all the ways you could die in this game. And I was so proud of my work, my ability to put together a small home movie that I showed my parents. My mother was not proud of me at all, but my stepdad thought it was okay. Which I need to figure out if my stepdad has that videotape somewhere. That would be freaking hilarious. Morbidly adorable. Jenny, you're the best. You just make all my bad habits and weird way of doing things just sound so right. Appreciate you. We all suffer for our art indeed. That is true. All right, chuck that key on the floor. We don't need that no more. All right, what's in this room? Oh, that's right. Another dark room. Or no, it's light. It's lit, but we need to make it dark. All right, what do we got here? Shotgun shells, which I don't have space for the moment. More Magnum rounds, which I'm going to save here for a second. We need to grab something else in this room. Yeah, yeet that key. I wish you could throw it at an enemy. That'd be great. Don't need this no more. I remember looking at this for the first time and just ... nothing important. Like, well, obviously there's something important if you put 3 dots in front of it, an ellipse, as it were. I have something on the table here. Oh, this is the first document you find that really gives you a sense of there is something real sinister going on here. I mean, outside of the zombies that you're fighting, right? Top secret, July 22nd, 98, 2:13. To the head of the security department, X Day is approaching. Complete the following orders within the week. 1. Lure the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. 2. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for Tyrant. Just that word Tyrant gave me chills when I was little because, well, 1, what is that? And 2, why don't we want to collect an embryo of that? Is it that dangerous? Spoiler alert, it is. Number 3, destroy the Arclay lab, including all researchers and lab animals in a manner which would seem accidental. White umbrella. Done, done, done. Orders have been filed. Number 4, get milk. Good one, Squidge. Eric, your internet keeps buffering. Unbuffer it, my friend. I will say, since my last stream, my wife actually thought we were paying more for our internet, so I decided to upgrade it. So my internet has actually been pretty smooth on my end, so hopefully everyone else's connection is a lot better than what I had last time, because I think it was a little laggy. All right. Will you take out the eyeball? Absolutely. Will you take the red jewel? Yes. And for those that remember, this jewel serves a pretty cool purpose. All right, so we've got several things we need to do. And we'll leave the lights off to, again, maintain consistency with my message to the kids to shut the damn lights off when you're outside of a room. I love you, kids, if you happen to be watching. Excuse me while I hydrate. All right. I got the battery. Yes. Let's head back downstairs. Let's save the game, which will make me feel better. Yeah, streamers are out there doing no save runs and knife runs and stuff like that. I think I gotta work my way up into that. Yep, I am the I love you, shut the damn door, kids stepdad, 100%. I'm also the frugal one where, like, even if we don't use like electrical objects in the house, like the coffee maker, right? I will unplug it. I'll unplug most everything that we're not using consistently, just to save a couple bucks. Why'd I reopen that chest? I don't know. I'm doing too many things at once. Save your progress with this. Will you use an ink ribbon? Yes, because I am a scaredy pants. There we go. Yeah, Eric, you were young when I was playing this game for the first time. Perfect. All right, now I feel better if I accidentally find a way to get my head detached from my shoulders. All right, dump this off. We're going to dump the jewel off, which I think is going to give us some magnum ammo, if I'm remembering correctly. So let's bring our magnum ammo with us to combine. Hashtag efficiency. Here we go. Yeah, Squidge, I unplug anything I don't use. The exception is the fridge and the internet router. Yep, that's pretty much us. And it's nice because I do it in such a way that it does not impede the family home. I leave the TV out in the living room plugged in, but everything else, nope. I enjoy my low electric bill. I need to fund my gaming hobbies. All right, into the side room. We're going to dump the red jewel into the tiger statue. Let's get over here. Like, I would love to be the guy or gal that's running around this mansion just hiding around. Oh, that's the Magnum. Oh, I thought it was ammo. I get the gun. Ooh. Come to Papa. That's nice. I forgot this was here. It was like a surprise all over again, just like finding it for the first time. I'm glad you're all here for that moment. That's nice. But like I was saying, I think it would be cool to hide all sorts of stuff around this mansion, but why choose the certain things? But Magnum makes perfect sense. I would hide that there too. All right. I want to go back upstairs and collect the shotgun shells and the Magnum rounds I left on the desk in that other room. Okay. Like a Resident Evil lucky dip. 100%. Actually, yeah, I can grab both. I don't need to go back here. I will say, you could almost argue that the constant backtracking like this is breaking the pace and kind of takes you out of the immersion a little bit. And I know from like a standpoint where I'm sitting right now, I'm trying to be cognizant of everybody that's watching or will watch this in the future. So I'm trying to make sure I'm doing something that's entertaining to watch, but I never minded the backtracking. And even though I know the areas are cleared out, I still get spooked every once in a while. I mean, the atmosphere in this game is just that well done. So either way, thanks for coming on my backtracking journey while I gather up bullets to put into monsters. Appreciate it. Also, just saying, massive mansion, 1 bathroom. My wife loves me dearly, but if we ever get another house with a singular bathroom, I think that would be enough for her to maybe not divorce, but isolate me in some capacity. We have 1 bathroom in our house here. But we live with obviously our two kids, both teenagers, and now my stepdaughter rather, is to a point where she gets up early, spends like 40 minutes in the bathroom to get ready for school. My stepson comes downstairs, and of course it's like, gotta use the bathroom. What are you doing? And I'm just holding my morning routine until everybody leaves for school. So when I get up early, it's just absolute agony. So we're actually thinking about maybe potentially putting a second bathroom in our home at some point. But big mansion, one bathroom would be hilarious, but would not fly in my household, unfortunately. All right, where the hell did I put the rest of the shotgun shells? Shells. There we go. Oh, I can't do the combined thing like I do other games. That stinks. All right, I think that's fine. All right, where am I heading? Let me play this back in my head. So we don't have the helmet key anymore. We're in all the rooms that need to unlock it. We need to head back out to the courtyard with the battery. I don't think there's anything else in the mansion that we need. There's no reason to go fight any hunters that we don't need to. Yes, that sounds about right. So that is the plan we're going with. All right, back to the courtyard. Eric, you can always sound like a noob in my presence, my friend. Who owns this mansion? If I had to, I guess, put an owner on it, it would technically be the Umbrella Corporation as a whole. I think, testing my Resident Evil knowledge here, I should know this as a self-proclaimed semi-fanboy. Oswald E. Spencer, I believe, was one of the original founders of Umbrella. And this is either his mansion or no, this is modeled after his actual mansion. So it's Umbrella's, but I guess you could technically call it Spencer's mansion. A lot of times when people in the Resident Evil fandom, I guess, refer to the mansion as anything, they refer to it as the Spencer mansion. Yeah. I sound smart. I remembered a thing. There we go. Okay. You know, I'm losing all bearing of where the hell I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to go to the courtyard. I need to go outside. I'm putting myself in the path of hunters again because I don't want to go the long way around. That's fine. I'm sure everyone wouldn't mind watching me blow some hunters away, potentially risk death. Let's make it exciting. Let's go the long way. And yes, it is a custom-made mansion, and you know that because none of these room layouts make sense. Although, I can't remember what class it was in school. I want to say science class, but that doesn't sound right. Oh, wait. There's spiders in this room, isn't there? Damn it. Oh, I hate spiders. Hate spiders. Hate spiders. Move, 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 move. Run, 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 run. They're not the biggest threat, but they give me the heebie-jeebies. But science class, I think it was. Whatever. We had to actually make a model of a home. So I actually did the layout of the Resident Evil Spencer mansion, and it turned out pretty cool. Although my teacher did ask, like, why are the rooms laid out this way? And I just shrugged. I don't know. Oh, so if anyone paid particular attention to the thumbnail I made for this particular live stream, you know what's coming up next. Die in a fire. Damn it. Damn it. Don't. This game wants me to die. I hesitated because I was convinced that it was going to jump that second time, so I hesitated. That's on me. That's my bad. Hope one of you at least laughed. Oh, yeah. All right. I don't have a lot of grenade rounds left. Let's just stick with it. Screw it. I was thinking about going into the save room and switching out the bazooka for the shotgun, but I think we'll be okay. Thank you for your... Oop. 1 second. Stand by. Jump. Jump. Ugh! Tell me you saw that. Ugh! That made me happy. That was the redemption I needed. Oh, I almost want to shut the stream down now because that was a perfect end all. Woo! I did that once when I was replaying the game again for my first podcast episode of the Retro Wildlands, and I actually pulled off that shot with a Magnum. It was typical; no one saw it, so it didn't count. But this will live on the internet forever. All right. Listening. I don't think any enemies. Damn it! You know what I forgot? Damn it! I need the crank to undo that waterfall because you can't walk through a waterfall apparently. God, I hate this game. I'm moody. Forgive me. Yeah, mic drop indeed. I don't get a lot of moments like that, but that made me happy. So yeah, I'm glad I remembered, but I got to go back and get a key item really quick. The effing crank. That's right, Squidge. And it's one of those things too. Like you have no reason. I mean, unless you're like dialed in to the environment and the different things that you've seen up to this point. Unless you're that dialed in, you're not going to remember you need that crank. You're going to find yourself coming back to the save room every single time. And I often wonder if that was a purposeful design choice to pad the runtime. I know it's not, but I think I'm just still salty that I forgot. All right, crank. Okay, now I think I'm going to swap out the shotgun. I feel as though I want to save my grenade rounds. Is it the right move? I don't know. Maybe playing with the shotgun will make things more interesting. But then again, I do have magic shotgun shells that shoot around corners, so we'll be fine. Oh. And I used my healing item up. I've got plenty, so I'm just going to stick one in my back pocket. Actually, there's some herbs outside. There's herbs outside. Yep, forget it. I'll leave those in there. Yep, I think that's good. I think it's good. Too good. All right. Off we go. That's a cardinal sin you don't do. You do not put a weapon in your hand in this game. That's just asking. That's just asking for trouble. Cruising for a bruising. All right, off we go. Can Jill fit a first aid spray in her back pocket? Those are some big pockets. No kidding. If she can fit a car battery, she can fit most everything in this game in her pocket. Like, I know you got to suspend suspend disbelief, if you will, when it comes to inventory management, but just whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no weapon in your hand. That's a paddling. Yeah, that's cardinal sin right there. All right, let's medicate, as it were. Well, not medicate, but prepare to. I think I can just take one of these and leave one inventory slot open because I'm going to lose the battery. I think I lose the crank. No, I keep the crank. We'll just take the one. We're fine. Everything will be fine. Nothing to worry about. Or you know what? Just for funsies, let's put a little blue on that herb. Because knowing my luck, I'll get poisoned by something. I'll let a snake bite me because I'm not paying attention. Herbs, absolutely. Perfect. Okay, off we go. I don't know how I would feel about having a backyard like this if I were to ever have a mansion. I mean, obviously, if I had a mansion, I'd have people to take care of it, I would assume. Oh, wait, I gotta go set the battery first. That's right. But even still, something like this is just so weird and out of place. But whatever, it is still a cover for a pharmaceutical laboratory, so I think I'm just being overcritical of Spencer's design choices here. I don't think enemies respawn. I think we're going to be safe. least I don't think. Don't hear anything. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. All right, so all we got to do is just some grunt work. So throw the battery in here. Right up here. Use the crank to stop the flow of water because we can't walk through running water for some reason. Still baffles me. And then we can head underground. I could live in the Spencer Mansion. Give me Wi-Fi, a P.O. box for deliveries, and I'm good. I think I could too, honestly. I think I could. And be okay with all the nightmares I'm sure I'm going to have. But it's fine. I need some space. My home office in here is awesome, but I am at capacity for things, I think. Not that I'm a thing kind of a guy, but a little bit more breathing room would be nice. All right, Jill, crank it. If you had a mansion like this, I assume you would have zombies in the basement, on the basement shooting practice. No, I would not, Eric. And you know why? Because that's how mistakes are made. Sounds fun to have, zombies in the basement to practice on, but all it takes is one screw up. And who's a member of the undead? Well, not going to be me, my friend. I'll just shoot some. I'll shoot some cans. We'll keep it simple. All right. Down we go. Almost to the end, my friends. We still got a little ways to go. But now things get interesting. I remember getting to this point with my stepdad, and we were pretty convinced this was the final area. Of course, we were wrong, but I mean, we were invested at this point. Now that we read the orders file, knowing that there's some conspiracy going on, obviously the zombies and everything. It's like, I mean, this story isn't like Nobel Prize winning or I don't know, whatever the literature equivalent of that is, but we're vested now. We want to see this thing through. Paintball the neighbors from the fence. Very true. A lot safer.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago, I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
It's funny, depending on some of your interactions with Barry, and I think I didn't have one in the guardhouse like I normally do, you can start to get a feel that something's not quite right with Barry this evening. Although these are also choices that can determine the ending you get in the game and whether or not Barry lives to see his wife and 2 daughters. Let's take Barry with us. We haven't heard enough from him.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
I can never remember the significance of this choice of putting Barry ahead of you or not. What do I normally do? Do you want him to go first? Go ahead. Sure. Go ahead, Barry. I still do owe him a Jill sandwich. You are correct.
Oh, yes, please. I'm a little nervous.
I understand. It may be more dangerous if you come behind me. Be careful.
Now I'm freaking out. Did I just kill him? I can never remember my choice in this moment. At least you don't have to run from the Tick Chimera in the Saturn version. That enemy in the Saturn version is invincible. Not a good case for me to play.
Barry?
Barry! What happened, Barry? Hold that thought, Squidge. All right, Barry's trick shot was better than mine. I concede.
That was too close. Let's go together.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry.
So he ends up covering me anyway. Whatever. That's fine. But I think this way Barry still stays relatively safe. Oh, grenade rounds. first aid spray. Is there an item box coming up? I can't remember. We'll leave him there for now. I think I'm okay. But yeah, an invincible tick enemy in the Saturn version sounds awful, but I will look that up because I have no idea what that is. I've probably seen it before. I feel like we've even talked about it now that I think about it. You like that corner, Barry?
Is that Jill?
Yes.
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there. Are you with anybody, Jill?
Yeah, it's Lady Gaga.
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Barry and Jill together. Love
Are
this
you all
voice
right,
acting.
Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
Enrico.
Enrico!
The plot thickens. He couldn't have moved because of this injury. ... He's holding something. Sorry to loot your corpse, Enrico, but a gal's gotta do what a gal's gotta do. Hey there, Resi Claire Redfield. Thanks for stopping by the stream, my friend. If you're still watching live, check out Resi Claire Redfield over on Facebook. I think you're predominantly on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, my friend. Lots of really cool Resident Evil content you post up there. I love seeing your stuff. That wasn't blood, that was red glitter. Oops, speaking of glitter or glittering, I almost walked by this guy. Another crank. Although I think the difference here is the end of this particular crank is different. Yep, that's the hex crank. I think this is the square crank. Awesome. Yep, Resi Claire Redfield's on Facebook and Instagram. Go give them a follow. Damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, I'm just an old man now. Can't press the buttons correctly. There we go. Square crank. There we go. All right. So I don't get them confused. All right. And I think Barry stays back to, I don't know, make sure Enrico's okay. So I think we're on our own here. And I think some enemies start flooding into this particular area. So we're actually going to hightail it the hell out of here. Yep. Later. Not in the mood. Pretty sure there's nothing else in that room except the shotgun shell or the grenade rounds and the first aid spray, but I'm doing okay. Of course, there's another one. God damn it. Come on. Let's go. No. Ugh. Everything's fine. There we go. But yeah, I think we'll leave the ammunition in the other room for the time being. I think I'm okay without it for the time being. Push button to receive bacon. Resident Evil for beginners. I'm sorry, all I saw in that comment was bacon. Random typewriter in the middle of the hallway. Oh, yeah. This is an interesting mechanism I never quite understood. Understood as in, like, why it exists. But it is what it is. So we're going to hex crank this. Excuse me, runny nose for reasons. I guess I'll just watch paint dry. Like, there's no other Resident Evil-y puzzle than that, or device than that. Just a rotating piece of the room. Jill with, what do we got there? 1, 2, 7 blue hearts. Feel the same way, my friend. I think Jill was my first video game crush, I think. But then I met Claire in Resident Evil 2, and Where's Chris? You need to get rid of the boulders. Right. Stupid boulders. Honest to God, I'm pretty positive when my stepdad and I were playing through this the first time, I think this thing crushed me because I didn't react fast enough. Although it is, not gonna lie, as morbid as it sounds, it is kind of cool to watch your character get crushed by that thing. It was probably one of my favorite deaths to film and put on the VCR tape. All right. Ah, damn it. Let's go. Bam. Nope. Down. Woo! Now someone else tell me they saw that trick shot. Not only did I hit him in the air, I hit him on the ground too. Oh, I'm so great at this game, aren't I? No, I suck. Don't let that sound like I'm a narcissist. Take the flame rounds, yes. Oh, that's right. The giant spider's coming up next. Damn it. And I don't have any of the weapons that I want to. Yeah, a big spider is waiting is right, my friend. And I forgot all about it. Can I destroy this thing with just a shotgun and not die? Do I trust myself? Or do I backtrack? Where the hell's the nearest safe room from here? All the way back up in the mansion. We're doing this. Yeah, we're doing this. Let's go. God, I hate spiders. Don't even. Oop. Danger already? Okay, maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Run, run, run. Ooh, what even knocked his own webs off? Oh, yeah, you got nothing. You got nothing. You got something. Oh, no. Damn it. Fucking knew it. Ah, see? That's why I wanted to save the last time. Ah. All right, overwhelmed gamer. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but there you go. I died on stream too. Son of a bitch. All right, but you know what they say. Dust off, reload, recalibrate, get back in the game. Yeah, the bazooka can get rid of the giant spider. The guardhouse is closer to get the save room. Yeah, I should have done that. It's all right. I got cocky. That's what I get for getting cocky. I know you had faith, Eric, and I much appreciate that. All right, how far back do I got to go now? See, this is old school gaming, my friends. You don't just get a checkpoint outside the boss room. You got to go back and redo everything. Son of a bitch. All right, let's re-get the Magnum. All right. Adapt, overcome, dominate. Absolutely right. So, I guess now my biggest thing is I've got to try to keep you all entertained while I watch you do the same. While you watch me do the same thing I've already done. All right, let's get going. Yeah, I honestly don't die often playing this game, and that's not even really me trying to be I don't know, fool myself, I guess, but I normally don't, and usually I make better decisions. But I will say, playing the game for the very first time, yeah, that was an exercise in frustration sometimes, and only because a lot of times you just didn't know where certain enemies were going to be. Like, okay, there was the creepy music that kind of popped up after the boulder kind of went through or whatever, but it wasn't really an indicator to me that there was going to be a big boss that was going to come through. So it's like, I can't imagine others that would go into that same scenario with probably even less than what I had. So either way, it's It's part of the game. That's how it works. Oh, old school gaming play thing without a memory card. I I feel like I might be making this up, but and Eric, you might even remember from our childhood. But I think when we first got our PlayStation, it was that classic. We didn't have a memory card because we didn't know we needed a memory card kind of a thing. So I vaguely remember playing this game without it and just trying to get as far as we could. The no memory card run, as the kids say. I mean, great challenge. And honestly, that adds one hell of an element to the game because at that point it's for realsies. If you die, you are done. But anyway, yeah, I use the Magnum on the hunters. I usually do, Claire, but I don't know. In some of my later playthroughs, I've felt the need to save the Magnum for the Tyrant, and I know I don't really need to, and I don't even know where that kind of came from, but that's typically what I do. But you're right. I think I need to pocket that thing, but we'll get back there. I'm just loading up on some munitions. I managed to take out Black Tiger with a pistol once. Nearly took me out doing it though. You know, whether y'all believe me or not, I have defeated that giant spider, the Black Tiger, with a handgun before the Beretta. Honestly, I probably should have changed to the Beretta once I started taking those last bit of hits, just to put myself on the other side of the room. It's definitely doable, but yeah, it ain't easy. That is for sure. All right, let's go back to the save room. Let's arm up, grab the battery, and head back downstairs. Excuse me. I was 7 when I played this masterpiece for the first time. Now I'm an old 29-year-old. I don't want to hear how old you are. 29 years old. I just turned 40 a couple weeks ago. No, I'm kidding. We're a bunch of old people. But yeah, man. Honestly, even though this game is M for mature and all that, I think the best time to play this game, honestly, is when you're a kid, because it really, really makes an impression on you. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I mean, my best memory with this game, honestly, is playing this game with my stepdad and then eventually my cousin Eric, who's in the chat here. Those are some of my favorite memories. But yeah, that's when I was younger. Oh, I've got plenty of Magnum ammo. I don't even remember ever coming up with 18 before. Yeah, probably. Squidge isn't too far behind me. Yeah, there's a bunch of old people up in this chat. Yeah, you're starting to get ready to shout at clouds. I shout at clouds just, it's part of my daily work, as it were. I'm out on the porch looking at random things and people. Just everything makes me angry. Resi Claire, 38. Yeah, you're up there too. But I think late 30s, early 40s are the golden years. That's like right around the time that it almost feels like we got some stuff figured out. We ain't got it all figured out, but we've got some. And if nothing else, we kind of know at least what we want to be, or we've got those hobbies or mindsets that these are the things that are going to stick with us and not change. I think. At least that's kind of how I feel. And my back hurts more. I think that just kind of comes with the territory. All right, what am I doing? Okay. I'm going to keep the grenade launcher for now. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to use Claire's advice. I'm just going to keep what I had before because I did fine up until the end. And then when we get to the Black Spider or the Black Tiger fight, I'm going to hightail it back to the save room in the guardhouse, re-up, take it out. Yeah, sounds like a great plan. Yeah, y'all with me? All right, let's do this. Yeah, I'm like okay for battle cries, I guess. Claire says my mom was the one who actually taught me how to play Resident Evil. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. My mom, she wasn't much of a gamer. She was always kind of curious every once in a while just to kind of see what was going on. But that's cool. That has to be one hell of an awesome memory. Your mom is pretty awesome. pistol whip that spider like a boss. Yeah, that's what I do with like the little spiders I find around my home. No, I don't actually pistol whip them, but I would. The big spider though, nah. All right, do. Heading to the outside. All right. Baby spiders incoming. Arachnophobia alert, as Squidge said previously. Oh, God. There's actually up in our bedroom, mine and my wife's bedroom, there was a decent sized spider, maybe about yay big, kinda. Let's say it was crawling on the wall. Hold on, let me concentrate and not get my ass beat by this thing like last time. Die. Wasted a round, but I don't care. Anyway, there was a spider up in the bedroom, and obviously we killed it with the utmost haste. But we left the remains up on the wall, and that was like 4 years ago now, I think. So there's crusty spider remains that have blended into the wall quite nicely, but we haven't seen a spider at all in our bedroom since then. So I think the warning has served its purpose. So that's what I do to spiders in this house. Outside, go live outside. Take care of the mosquitoes. Inside, all right. Can we have a repeat of the trick shot? It was almost worth dying just so I could do that again. Ugh! Sorry, I'll keep my emotions in check. Run out of ammo for the pistol? You're an Amazon, Jill. Take your shoe off and batter that thing to death. Jill can do anything that she puts her mind to. How's Dee Dee and Dexter? They're good. Dee Dee, our canine expedition leader, and Dexter, who is our chief security officer, they're both doing pretty good. For the next month or so, I'm working from home full time. They're actually doing an HVAC remodel at the building that I work at, so they shoved everybody off to home, which is great. But now that I've been working from home for a while, Dee Dee has quite frankly just been up my ass. And while it's awesome, I love that little man. He's doing fine, Eric. and Dexter's doing good too. And you know what else I didn't grab? I didn't grab the goddamn crank again. So now you get to watch me go back to the last save room to get the crank. God damn it. This is an entertaining stream, isn't it? I still flinch every time the hunters jump and scream. Yeah, I think I was saying that before you joined the stream, Claire. But anytime they even get remotely close, whether you got a rocket launcher or whether you got a bazooka, whatever, I always find a reason to just get tense around them, no matter what. And God forbid there's two of them. And it almost happened to me earlier. Two of them were swiping at me, and I was getting stun locked. So yeah, that screech is enough to send the chills down the spine of grown men and women, for sure. Yes, Squidge, effing crank. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, crank. What else do I need? I didn't even grab the battery. God. I appreciate your all's patience with me tonight. That's all I'll say. Let's mosey back to the courtyard. You should put it as a message tone on your phone to scare other people. That ain't a half bad idea. Right now, my text message tone is a Final Fantasy Moogle, so that's not doing any scary. All right. Put that back in the chamber. Oh, I missed that comment, Squid. You have one of those spider catcher gripper things so you can yeet them outside? You're more of a humanitarian than I'll be. I am under strict orders Not that I'm putting my wife under the bus here, but I will say I'm under strict orders that if there is a being in this house that doesn't belong, I am to kill it on sight. And I follow orders. Wink. All right. Crank the water. Go downstairs. Again. I had Jill saying the Jill sandwich line as a message tone for about 4 years. That's pretty cool. or even if it was just was it the whole line, or was it just Jill sandwich? Like, that would be a hell of a text tone. Just Jill sandwich. Jill sandwich. Claire's text notification was the original Nemesis voice. That's a good one. That's a good one too. That Nemesis roar, or even just the stars, is just so iconic. And I'd even be willing to bet, even if you've not played Resident Evil 3, you know exactly where that's from more often than not. That's a good one. My text message tone for the longest time. Damn it, I did it out of order, didn't I? Why aren't you guys correcting me while I make mistakes? I'm kidding. You're not supposed to do that. I'm so scatterbrained today. No, I'm kidding. My text message tone for the longest time was the Metal Gear Solid codec ring. The or whatever it sounded like. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Although I think Ed, my stepdad, thought it was annoying as hell. Just couldn't stand it. And it was kind of grating on the ears, but it was cool. All right. Now we go over the bridge. Then we put the battery in, then do the thing. Yeah. And in all seriousness, not just because I have to run through this section a second time, if there's ever a part that I would pull out of the original Resident Evil and say is my least favorite to kind of walk through or go through, it's this right here. This area has always been the most backtracky to me. The getting of the crank, getting of the battery, doing this back and forth. Like, it's not a complicated puzzle to figure out. It's just annoying. Let's see. The remake of Resident Evil 3 was really awful. So disappointed. You know, I agree, sort of. I've got some feelings about the Resident Evil 3 remake, as it were. I like it for what it is. I like the gameplay. I like everything really that you're doing for the most part. But yeah, I was disappointed because they cut out so much. I don't even think I grabbed this last time, did I? They cut out so much. There was no clock tower, no dead factory. That was disappointing a lot. It wasn't a complete experience, really. And yeah, I wasn't super impressed with it either. But for what it was, I didn't mind playing it. After I got the platinum on the PlayStation, I'll never go back to it, I don't think, unless maybe I stream it one day just for funsies. But yeah, it could have been so much more. It was basically glorified DLC, I feel like. But I'm also a Resident Evil half fanboy. If it's got Resident Evil in the title, I'm going to play it, so maybe I'm part of the problem. But yeah, I think I agree with you. See, my friend had the communicator sound from the Power Rangers show. Oh my god, that's an awesome one. I never thought of that. That would be awesome. Have you played the DS version of RE1? That's the best version. I have, Claire, a little bit. I haven't completed it. I've got the cartridge over on the shelf over there. I was lucky enough to get my hands on it through there's a local video game store not far from me that had it for sale loose. I was hoping to get it complete in box, but I wasn't going to spend $100 for a complete in box. But I played a little bit of it, and I was very impressed with it. I need to go back and finish it. I have the means to play it on my computer. Yar, if you catch my drift. But I haven't taken that plunge yet either. I would love to see your Resident Evil collection, Claire. I'll bet you got one hell of a collection. I'm still trying to rebuild my collection from when I was younger. it's that classic. I was young. I didn't know any better. I don't have my original copy of Resident Evil 2 or 3 anymore. I used to have Code Veronica on the PlayStation 2, but now I've got that on the PlayStation Network. Like, yeah, I'm still looking for Outbreak File 2. Hoping to get that back in the collection too. I did find Resident Evil Dead Aim physically, thankfully. So yeah, I'm trying to rebuild it from what I lost, but we're getting there. I got some of it behind me.
Oh, Jill. What good timing.
Hi, Barry.
A moment ago, I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
I think I'll make the same choices as last time and keep Barry with us. And yes, Eric, you're right. I played Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. That was fun. I got Code Veronica, I think it was for Christmas, along with Skies of Arcadia, for those of you that know that RPG gem.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Heck
cover
yeah,
you.
Claire, I'm looking forward
Let's
to
hurry.
it.
Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Yes, Barry, go first and kill that hunter in spectacular fashion
Oh, yes,
again, please.
I'm a little nervous.
I understand. It may be more dangerous if you come behind me. Be careful.
All right, and cue the gunshot.
Barry?
Can't remember if who gets their head cut off or not. Are you talking about Barry, Eric? I don't think... I know there's a couple ways that Barry can not make it through this game, but I don't think he gets decapitated.
That was too close. Let's go together.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry.
I love Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. You play an awesome game, and the Dreamcast sounds like it's giving birth. Yeah, that thing sounded maternal, I guess. It had a unique sound to it, that's for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this. No, wait, no, I have the grenade launcher in my hand. What am I doing? Grab the grenade rounds, because these are what's gonna kill the... You know what? I've got more healing items and more grenade rounds this time. I'm actually feeling more confident last time, but you bet your ass I'm going back to the guardhouse anyway and saving the game. All right, let's watch Enrico get shot in the mouth again. I have Code Veronica on the GameCube, and my friend spent over $200 buying it for me. Dang, you've got one hell of an awesome friend, A. And B, again, as a self-proclaimed fanboy, I don't think I knew that was on the Dreamcast. Or, I'm sorry, the GameCube.
Is that Jill?
That's pretty awesome.
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You're alive.
Wait there. Are you with anybody, Jill?
Something, yes. Mhm.
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico.
So, Barry and Jill together.
Wish I knew who this voice actor was.
Are you all right, Enrico?
Stars are doomed.
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor.
Gasp.
Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Okay, here's a question for those that feel inclined. I remember playing through this particular part right here with my stepdad, and not once did I have a solid suspicion of who the traitor was. Now, granted, there's only so many characters left in this game that aren't currently on screen right now, but I was genuinely baffled. I did not suspect the one that betrays us. Was that the same for everybody else, or was I just dumb as a kid? Are you with anyone, Jill? Personal question. Much? All right. Let's get the heck out of here. Get to the guardhouse. Rearrange our junk. Save the game because I don't want to die again and put you all through this a third time. And take out that spider. I used to think Barry shot Enrico. You know, there was a point I think where back when I was making those decisions. Hold on, excuse me. Ha! Is that Asking for a friend. Is that the equivalent of a 360 no scope or something? Because I didn't see him, but I still took him out. Check. Anyhow, I think depending on the choices you make, I think Barry will still survive. He won't accompany you. Jill will say to Enrico, "No, I'm alone," and then that would make perfect sense. That yeah, Barry could potentially have shot Enrico, and maybe depending on how that particular plot thread went, probably could have. Although the gunshot sounded like a Beretta, and I don't think Barry has a Beretta on him, so I think it only ever has to be that guy in the sunglasses. Are you shooting us, Nomad? If I were shooting at you, Squidge, you'd know it. As in, I would be shooting at you on the platform above the iron melting pot in the Umbrella Lab in Resident Evil 2. Remember that Easter egg? If you shoot the screen in that particular area, you get the gunshot bullets on the screen. That's when I'd be shooting at you, my friend. Squidge, I had no clue as a kid who shot Enrico. See? This plot's thicker than one might think. All right. I am pretty... Damn it, I didn't look at the cranks to see which one was which. I'm pretty positive I don't need the square crank for anything, so I'm just going to make the executive decision to shove that in the box. We'll take 2 healing items with us. We're going to take the grenade launcher. I think we'll be fine. You almost spoiled it, Nomad, but I'm going to try not to remember you didn't say that. Yes, I will do my best to not spoil who is the betrayer of stars. You know what I will bring? I'm going to bring flame rounds. Dump these in because we find flame rounds in that hallway, so I can combine those. Crank because we're going to need it later. Healing items because I'm going to need at least one, maybe. And I need a knife to cut through the webs, which is in that room. Yeah, sounds like I know what I'm talking about. So we're going to save real quick. Excuse me. And then we're going to fight that spider again. You know what? Executive decision. We're going to take the Magnum. We'll take the flame rounds because we're going to combine them with something else. And I'll change out one of my healing items for Magnum rounds. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Then we'll have power at a distance, and then I'll have Magnum rounds for those hunters, so we can follow Claire's advice. There we go. Yeah. Sounds like a great idea. All right. Let's journal and save our progress. Ew, Spider's flamethrower. Yeah, you know, I think playing as Chris, you get access to a couple flamethrowers in that area downstairs, and I think I used the flamethrower to kill that big spider once, because why the hell not? All right. Yeah. I'm feeling confident this time. This plot is thicker than Grandma's stew. My grandmother, I don't think, really had a stew, but I know my mother had a chicken noodle soup that was to die for. I feel like everyone's mother had like that one special recipe, right? My mom's was chicken noodle soup. All right. Lots of dogs barking out there. There's a ladder. We descend it? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's go move the room and proceed onwards. I always thought the color choice in this area was a little weird too. I don't know. Maybe there's green rocks somewhere underground or a light green hue or something, but I always thought the visual aesthetic to the underground was a little weird. Maybe that's me. Almost there, girl. Here we go. All right. Yeah, all else fails, kick the spider in the shins. That's my real life defense mechanism. Right in the shins. All right. Boulder punching. All right. Let's go get the flame rounds and then shoot that hunter in the face. Hello there, friend. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad you're here, Claire. I forgot those things are more or less a one-hit kill. Oh, that's so nice. I'm just making the game harder for myself. Yeah, Claire and Squidge, both of you. I would absolutely watch you, either of you, stream some Resi games. I know Squidge, yours and mine's time zones don't exactly align, but I will say, God, if you ever stream and I can make it, I would absolutely get up early to watch you. Absolutely. And Claire, you too. I don't know where you hail from, but I would absolutely take some time out and watch you too. All right, let's get this done. Damn it. I was hoping not to get hit at all, but whatever. Done and done. And then we're going to step on all the little spiders. Ah, I missed them. I think if you stand right in the middle of the corpse when they spawn under your feet and you just hear a big squishy noise. Couldn't pull it off. From Philadelphia. Nice, Claire. Very cool. Yeah, stream the original Resident Evil 2 and 3. I've actually considered doing that myself after I get done with this one. I would love to go through the mainline games again. This has been fun. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Something Taco Jam Burrito, Squidge. Wink. All right, I don't think there's anything else in this room of consequence, really. I think there's an ink ribbon somewhere, but I think there's also an ink ribbon coming up, and we just freshly saved, so we're fine. Da-da-da. I feel like there's a more efficient way to do that, but whatever. Traffic Jam Burrito. That's right. Go check out the Waffling Tailors podcast and find the Resident Evil episode that I'm on that we aptly titled Traffic Jam Burrito. I may or may not be singing on that particular podcast. That was so fun. All right. Now we're in uncharted territory. Oh, is this where the little snakes come out of the ground? Yeah. Save the Magnum ammo or bazooka ammo for the chimeras when you get to the lab. Good call. Yep, I forgot about those things. Because I think the big baddies now I've more or less taken care of down here, if I'm not mistaken. And then, yeah, there's the ink ribbon that I thought was going to be there. And a blue herb for these snakes that I think are outside. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we're doing better. Okay. Hex crank? Okay. If someone would be so kind, do I need the square crank for the puzzle coming up ahead, or can I use the hex crank? I can't remember. I'll grab it if no one says anything, but I can't remember myself. Let's grab the first aid spray. Oh, I'm wounded. I'm yellow fine. Need the hex crank. Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure that once you're done with the square crank, you're done with it, but I don't think it's one of those items that you can discard or allows you to throw away. All right, heal up. Grab this ink ribbon. We're not going to save. If we have to kill the spider again, we'll do it. God damn it. But no, I think we're going to be fine from here on out. We're almost to the lab. We're almost done with this adventure. I would like to finish the game tonight is my goal. So those of you that are watching live that want to hang out to the end, that's definitely my goal. So I'm sticking it out. All right. Let me do this. It's a shame Jill can't dual wield both knives. That would be fantastic. Jill would be the one to do it too. All right. I'm going to pull the bazooka out instead of the shotgun. I'll leave the... No, grab the... Damn it. Press the button again. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I have, like, indecision and analysis paralysis while I play this game. I know so much. You guys are amazing. All right. You out. Plenty of shotgun shells. It's fine. We're fine. Okay, we're good. I'm going to leave the blue... I'll take the blue herb and combine it with what I have, and we'll call it even. Once you're done with the hex crank, put it back in the box since you will no longer need it. Roger that, my friend. Okay, make some brown herbage. Okay. Thanks, Claire. I appreciate that. It's definitely one of those things I know I'll get or remember eventually, but I never mind a helping hand. Snakes. Okay, keep it going. I think there's one more boulder coming up too that we gotta Indiana Jones our way past. That takes us outside to the fountain. We don't have everything we need for that just yet. Oh, that's right. We're gonna crank this thing first. Then we're going to use the room that we're going to create. And this thing cranks so slow. All right, anyone needs to go get a drink, go get it now, because this is going to take a minute. All right, two more times, I think. Yeah, definitely need the medals for the fountain up ahead. Absolutely. Because every secret laboratory is hidden behind water and some metals. That's for sure. I just sat here yelling at the screen, like you can hear me half a world away. If you scream loud enough, Squidge, you never know. My ears might tingle. All right. Let's go, Boulder. All right, later. All right, underground map, I assume. That's correct. And then we've got Modisc number 2. One more disc away, which I think we get in the lab, and we can reunite with our bestie. I scream loud enough, I'll get a noise complaint from the neighbors. Yeah, I live particularly close to my neighbors as well, although they're not quiet sometimes either. Oh, that's right. Got to put the statue on this thing, but it's up against the wall, so we have to use the crank to get it off the wall. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. I think that's about right. All right, one more time. Excellent. Now let's put this on the little pad there so it makes the whistle sound. Whoop! Perfect. And book number 2. And what's inside but another medal? All right. Now we have the key to our doom. Let's head back to the save room, dump off that Modisc, and dump off that crank. We're not going to need those anymore. Grab the other medal, the Eagle medal. And then we're off to the final act, my friends. Man, I almost wish, and we'll get there, we'll definitely explore it together, but I wish the lab of this game was a little bit bigger. I like the layout. I like everything they have in it, but I almost wish it was a little bit bigger. And what's inside, you ask? Surprise goose attack. Yeah, that's exactly what that sounded like. It was a goose honk. I have no idea if that's what a goose sounds like. All right. Oh, this one passed it. Eagle medal. Okay. And then if I recall correctly, most of the enemies that we're going to be coming up against are going to be mostly zombie related, of the zombie variety. Yep. I think we're good. Get rid of the crank. Keep my herb for funsies. Yeah, we'll have plenty of space. All right, off we go. Yeah, this was exciting. When my stepdad and I got to this point, we knew this was the true end game now, finally. And then that all bets were off, and we were going to finally figure out what the hell was going on in this mansion. And we were so excited. Like we were theorizing the whole way. Not that there's much to theorize about, but was it magic? Was it a virus, like it's pretty well implied? Was it something else? How deep does it go? U.S. government or something else? I mean, the nice thing about a narrative like this that isn't really that ingrained, not like it is in current Resident Evil lore, you can kind of come up with your own thoughts. All right. Okay, without looking, I think this is the wolf medal. Ha! Still got it. Then we got the eagle medal, and away we go. It's very fitting that we are descending downwards. It's all caused by a bad batch of Twinkies. Whew. Is there such a thing as a bad batch of Twinkies? I feel like those things could survive a nuclear apocalypse. Or maybe, what's the pink ones? Snowballs? I think snowballs are bad by default. Oh, and I love the ambience of the lab, too. The music down here is just amazing. The door is tightly locked. There's a plate on the right side. Yeah, that's how we get to the heliport. Will only open under first class emergency, not second class or third. Shit's really got to hit the fan for that door to open. Spoiler alert. It's gonna. Oh, that's right. Nice randomly placed box. I think we're fine. I'm probably going to just stick to the shotgun. I probably could put the handgun back in the box if I really wanted to. All right. I've been dealing with hunters for like the last hour. Come here. Cleanse the palate. You did... Really? I was looking at the chat and I lost track of where I was heading. Rookie mistake, but you did not just shoot that green shit at me. Shout out to anyone that gets that movie reference. Let me rub this green herb over my wound really quick. On the Sega Saturn of Resident Evil 1, Chris fights 2 tyrants. Also, they have a battle game where you can fight Zombie Wesker. That I knew about. I knew about the battle game on the Saturn with Zombie Wesker, but I did not realize there were 2 tyrants. That sounds awful. I mean, kind of fun, but still awful. Electronically locked. Excuse me just one second. Ooh. Sorry about that. Had a cough creeping in there. All right, what do we got here? Oh. There's Mo disc number 3. I forgot it was sitting there. I thought it was somewhere else. Excellent. I think we've got all the Mo discs that we need. I think there's 3. So we can use those to create passcodes. I think they're passcodes that will get us into a locked door where our friend is living or hanging out. Oh, the Nakey zombies. Come here, buddy. If I'm not mistaken, I think these zombies respawn perpetually. If that's even the right word I'm using. The English language is hard for me. Done. Yep, John ate a mole are the passwords to the computer. Yep, those are ingrained, my friend. Those I will never forget. And I think, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, suck it. If I'm not mistaken, you can put mole as the password into the lab computer in the Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube. I think it's not correct, but I think you hear like tofu from Resident Evil 2 make a noise. Let's reload the shotgun here. Passcodes are verses from the Bible, right? Can't quite remember. Yeah, I think you're right. I can't remember what they were quoting specifically, but we'll find out soon enough. Just switch, will you push it? Yep. Here we go. Here's where we learn about John and the mysterious Ada. Ahem. Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. Dear Ada. Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive, just as I expected. I feel like going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected, and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape. And make all of this public through the media. If everything is in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log into with my name from the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. The password is your name, which I'm sure somebody in IT is probably losing their mind over. A 3-digit all-letter password would not fly in my place of employment. Anyway, I digress. To unlock the door at B2, where the visual data room is located, you'll need to access with our names first and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily, and this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself. Yours, John. I also love the fact that putting the passwords in the PC, Jill types them into the number pad on the right. Yeah, it's a fun little detail. John Ada. Okay. I will say, and just to show off maybe anyone that doesn't remember, I kind of like this puzzle. I think it's one of my favorites in the game. You look at this wall picture here. Something is written on the picture. It doesn't quite match what it is that you're looking at, right? But you'll recognize them as letters from the document that you just read. But then if you shut this light off and then turn this light on. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. You got to keep the other light on. There we go. Then you can use that to decipher what the password is. Like, I kind of like that. I thought that was kind of cool. All right, before we leave, I think there's a few items in here. All right, give me 1 second. I am noticing a slight lag in my controller input, and I wonder if my controller is running out of battery. So I'm just hooking it into a plug that I've got right here handy. Bear with me just a moment. I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller for any of those interested. How am I using a PlayStation 4 controller for a PlayStation 1 game? Use your imaginations. All right. There we go. More ammunition. A 3-letter password. Change it now. Okay. Ada1. Perfect. That would mostly meet my IT requirements at work. All right, let's keep exploring the lab. I think this door's unlocked. No, electronically locked. We gotta unlock that one with the computer. Now here is where we use the passcodes. Yep, with the modiscs. I think we're able to use these and go back there first before the triggering system is activated to go say hi to our pal, which we'll do. Oh, the zombies did stay dead. Oh, shit! Not all of them! Yeah, I hear another one sniffing around. I don't know if you guys hear it too. Yeah, I think these ones just respawn continually. I usually don't pay much mind, but I'm swimming in shotgun ammunition. It's not too bad. All right, what do we got here? I was always freaked out when I was a kid by this thing in the center here. Like it had to hold a body, right? Like what else is this thing for? A tanning bed? No, there's something in there. Will you take the slides? Yes, I will. This is probably my second favorite document that we can look at. Don't think there's anything else we can look at. Various devices and chemicals, nothing useful. Yeah, everything else is junk in here, I think. All right, let's log on to the pewter. Open the electronic locks. Will you turn it on? Yes. I also like when you're playing as Chris. His hands, compared to Jill's, are like giant meat hooks. All right. It makes toasties, like giant toasties. Agreed. That's not how you spell John. It's funny, too. Another detail, like Squidge, you'd mentioned that she goes off to the right to put numbers on the keypad. If you type in, she'll type exactly how many letters you put in, which I thought was cool. So she's going to type 4 letters and then 3 on the actual keypad. That's a nice little touch. Although I don't think those letters are right there on the keypad, but whatever. Unlock B2. And I think we get finger guns here, right? Oh, wait, this is our password. Mole. Verified. Finger gun. All right, making progress. I especially like when Chris unlocks something in the lab. He flexes his boulder punching muscle. Always a great touch. And then I think B3 just unlocks because we ask it. Nice. All right, done and done. Now log off the computer responsibly. Perfect. All right, got what we need. Let's head upstairs first. I want to see what's on these slides. Another one where I was genuinely freaked out when I saw what was on the slides. Really? I was not close at all. Shame on me. Figure gun. Unlimited ammo. It's my best Solid Snake. All right. I think here is where we get the power room key, like in John's letter. All right. It was about here I figured out that Wesker was the bad guy. Basement level 1 employee or a helicopter port. These are security systems. Executives and government officials only on helicopter. This restriction may not apply in case of an emergency. Passage to the helicopter. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a security consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. No ifs, ands, or buts. Elevator stops during emergencies. The visual data room. Visual data room is within the control of Special Research Division. Keith Arving, the room manager, is designated to have jurisdiction over room usage. And then right here, the prison. Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison. Consult researchers E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker. And I've never heard of another person on this planet up to this point with the last name Wesker, so it's pretty obvious who that is. Must be present if virus is used. Now, this triple lock door, no one is allowed to enter unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be created on the specified output machine by the chief researcher of each block. That's what we're going to access to get inside the prison to find our friend. Power room. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consult researcher has received special instructions. Passcode output machine. This is the one. Top secret. Regarding the progress of Tyrant after the use of the T virus. It might be in the Keeper's diary, but I think this is the first time, maybe the second time we hear mention of the T virus. Dude, spoilers. What? I didn't spoil nothing. You guys are all along with it for this ride with me. Actually, now that I'm a grown adult and can kind of understand the plot a little bit better, I just saw that coming a mile away anyway. A projector. All right, let's see what's on these slides. Umbrella Inc. Bioweapon Materials. The MA-39 Cerberus. Yeah, I forgot these things were called Cerberus. The FI-3 Neptune. The MA-121 Hunter. Just knowing this is where these things came from. The T-002 Tyrant. Like, I immediately got scared at this point. I mean, honestly, legitimately, just because my stepdad and I, we figured the Hunters were probably as bad as it was going to get. And now we're looking at this. Don't even really get to see what it is. And all we see is it's got a big, long claw. Bioweapon Research Institute R&D staff. Absolutely no one I know there. No spoilers at all, because I don't recognize any of these people. There you go, Squidge. Happy? All right, what else we got in here? I think we got to move this. That's right. And that'll move the column over there. And I think that's our power room key. Yep, lab key taken. All right, I don't think there's anything else. An intercom, it does not seem to be operative. Like, how does she know it's not operative? Did she just try it? That's ballsy. Tom, Jeff, Allen, and the idiot who wore shades all the time. You know, what's his face? Like, I understand that that's Wesker's aesthetic, and that's kind of how you easily identify him. But, like, I think that's correct. I think he just wore sunglasses all the time. And everyone was just like, yeah, go for it. We're indoors. Have a blast. All right, we're going to go to the second room that we unlocked, and I'm pretty positive there's a machine in here that we can use for a pass key. So we'll knock that one out while we're here. And reload the shotgun while I'm thinking about it. Took a drink and took my hands off the trigger. Just cardinal sins all over the place. Hands off the trigger. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I think in the battle game in the Saturn that you were talking about, Squidge and Claire, I think Wesker's in this room. Facts. I don't think this one's all that entertaining, is it? Regarding the T-virus outbreak, which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, it is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the quote-unquote T-virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms particular to the T-virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our special security guard squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the quote-unquote subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also a very high risk that this news will or may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The condition is very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that the state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We need to act on this situation as well. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's pretty evident that we kind of understand what it is that's going on here, and how deep this really goes. Wesker always wore sunglasses, even in RE0, when him, Birkin, and Marcus got rid of him and Birkin got rid of James Marcus. Yes, you are right. I think it's been, over 10 years or more since I played the original Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube. I barely remember that game, but I do remember that. Yeah, Wesker was doing the sunglasses thing before Neo did. Passcode number 1. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son. Genesis 22:16. The Bible scriptures, the quotes, that kind of thing. Excuse me. I've never really took the time to understand why they chose that particular passage in the Bible. I'd be genuinely curious if anyone happens to know, but I never really spent the time. Although I'm sure there's a reason. There's a reason for everything. All right, just because we're here, let's just dump the passcode in, because why not? There, that'll free up space in our non-inventory. Rebecca came out of that pretty unscathed. Just don't talk about trains to her and you're golden. Yeah, no kidding. I think the one problem I had with Resident Evil 0... Ooh, twofer. That takes care of the one shell that I wasted. The one problem I have with 0 is Rebecca went through so much with Billy and went through so much just to survive. And then she goes to the mansion and she's back to being helpless again. Like, I get it. You made that game out of order, but it broke the immersion for me a little bit. Like, I like Rebecca. I really do. She's not my favorite character by any stretch. Didn't mean to check that. But I really wish we could see her a little bit more. And Claire, yeah, you're right. I am definitely saving before I go fight the Chimeras. I think there's a save room coming up here. I don't trust myself. I know we can go in here, but I'm going to hit that save room. Or no, wait. Let's get you first. Well, bye. Thomas the Tank Engine became a lot more sinister after Resi 0 for Rebecca. No kidding. Anything on wheels and a track, I'm sure, was traumatic. All right, shotgun shells. And then let's see here. I know I remember how to do this. This isn't that complicated. We need to cover the 2 vent holes, press the button after they're covered so that we don't release the gas. Those fat controller flashbacks. There, that'll give us enough room. There we go. And then I think I'm overthinking this again. Am I overthinking this again? Probably. All right, that's out of the way. Push you down. Oop, good enough. There we go. Just like I knew what I was doing the whole time. Here's an air shaft. Heck yeah. Any opening in the wall. Oh, yeah, the classic morgue setup. I remember now. And I think these are Magnum rounds, right? Yeah, come to Papa. This place seems to be a morgue. You assume correctly. Okay, there's a passcode system here. I don't think I have another Mo disc on me, but we can go grab it from the save room across yonder. Yeah, I don't think the lab's all that bad when it comes to progression and puzzles and all that. A little tedious, but not bad. I was going to say, I thought there was another zombie in here. Come on, let's clear you out. Done and done. All right. All right, I'm going to grab a Mo disc really quick, get that passcode out of the morgue, come back, save game, play around with some of those chimeras in the power room. I do know that the sound that the power room makes can be quite obnoxious. If it is too loud for anyone currently watching the stream, certainly let me know, and I'll pull the volume back a little bit while we go through the power room. The lab is kind of the calm before the storm. The chimeras are the only exception. Absolutely, because now you're back to... Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Now you're back to zombies. You know how to deal with zombies up to this point. You are probably in my position where you've got a decent amount of munitions, so you're feeling pretty confident. But yeah, then you walk into the power room, you got loud noises, and then a new enemy that you've never seen before that's quick, not quite like a hunter as far as lethality goes, but still just as dangerous. All right, we're going to trade out the shotgun for Barry's preferred weapon of choice. Grab the Mo disc. Actually, I grabbed the second Mo disc while we're at it because I think the second or the third passcode's in the power room, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's do that. Let me go back and get that pass key out of the morgue, and then we'll come back and save, and then we'll hit home stretch territory. For those of you that have been on stream since I started or just around when I started, looking at you, Squid, specifically, I know you're here right when I started. Thank you for hanging out at this point. I really, really do appreciate it. This is awesome. I've been, ever since I started the Retro Wildlands podcast, I knew I wanted to find a way to stream, and I just wasn't really in the cards. Wasn't something I felt like I wanted to do at the moment, but my good friend from the YouTube channel LL Cool Games, goes by Lindsay, came up with a cool idea that her and I were going to play a game together and then talk it through together on stream every Tuesday. So it was kind of like one of those, oh, let's learn how to do this then and figure it out. And now that I'm doing this, I got the bug. I got the bug bad. So thanks again for hanging out. This is awesome. All right. So we got passcode number 2. Go back and save. Go to the power room. Do the thing. Life finds a way. Thanks, Claire. I'm really glad you're enjoying yourself. That's my goal. Play a game that I like, and if anyone wants to come and hang out, have a good time. Whether you're live with me in the moment or just hang out after the fact. That's all I want. Share the love of this awesome hobby. All right. Where's my ink ribbon? I think I still had some left, right? Or did I use it all already? There we go. Before I do that, I'm going to grab this. If nothing else, dump it in the box. Actually, I think, is there an ink ribbon on these books? Yeah! Sometimes I remember the most random nonsense. I think we've got maybe one more save in us after this, and I think I can make the rest of the way without having to save again, but we'll see. I've also been going 2.5 hours, and I'm getting tired. Not tired enough to quit, don't worry, but I'm feeling it. All right. Off you go. Okay, Magnum healing items. I don't even know why the hell I have the handgun, but fine. I really don't even need it. Oh, shit. I wanted to put that herb back in here. Pardon me. There we go. What's in the box? Munitions and shotgun shells, Brad. What else would be in there? Right again, my friend. The interdimensional, multiverse connected item boxes. Perfect. All right, cover your ears, folks. Like I said, if this is too annoying, let me know and I'll lower the volume. There he is, Mr. Chimera. Get your ass off the ceiling. A power panel. Some areas do not have power. Will you activate the blacked out areas? Yes, I will. Oop, I missed that one. He was too far away. That's okay. We're going to run away. You are far enough away that I don't got to worry about it. I will take the missing, or I'll take the loss in Magnum round. That's fine. We took no damage and we're making progress. All right, you're dead. Come here. Get up. God, I suck at this game. All right, we got one. Okay, I think the Modisc reader is here. Nope, not there. Done. Okay, I think the Modisc reader was in the last room, but we'll go back. No big deal. Jill bravely ran away. She did indeed. She did indeed. All right. This is my favorite dialogue box too because it over-explains the damn elevator. The power connection is switched. The elevator power is off. Will you connect it? The power for the elevator is activated as the power supply and the circuit have been connected. Thanks. And this is the triggering system activator. It's quite big. I had no reason to suspect that triggering system meant self-destruct system. But if you're ever curious, I remember when someone tried to argue with me saying that the liquors killed Wesker in Resident Evil 1. Yes, that is false. Oh, here's the disc reader. Oh, sweet. Yeah, Wesker definitely died in much more of a glorious fashion, depending on how you ended your game. All right. Run past these Chimera and get out of this loud-ass power room. Perfect. All right, give our ears a break there for a second. Ugh. All right, we got all the passcodes. So before we go down, let's take a detour. Let's go see if we can find Chris. Damn zombies. You know what? You're not worth my time. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. Just run around and save your ammo. Although it's so tempting to put a 357 between their eyes. Kerchink. All right. You can actually see Wesker's body by the triggering system. I remember that. If you go all the way back there, you'll see Wesker's body by it, proving that he activated it.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Such terrible dialogue. I love it. I remember once playing through the game just to try to get all the different endings that I came here to say hi to Chris and I purposely left him behind. And I legitimately felt bad about it. Is that you, Jill? No. Somebody else, Chris. You've been in there for too long. Now, you know what? In all seriousness, that's one of like the biggest mysteries in this game that I'll never understand. Whether it's Chris or Jill. That made me feel better. Whether it's Chris or Jill, like really, how the hell did they get down there? Like, who brought them down there? Wesker entered the hall in the beginning of the game with everybody else. Was there somebody else? Was it Barry? Maybe. I mean, Barry was missing earlier in Chris's. I don't know. It begs the question. I don't quite understand how they even get down there, but whatever. Video game logic. I get it. All right, we're going downstairs. I don't think I need to save. As fierce as this fight is, I think it's going to be easy enough. I have actually beaten this thing with a pistol before. But just in case, I'll bring 2 healing items instead of 1. How about that? All right. Now, the big reveal. So yeah, I guess, should I warn everyone of spoilers up to this point for this 1990s game? All right, let's activate the elevator.
Jill!
Hey, Barry.
Jill! You're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Something fishy about you, Barry. Thanks, Squidge. Appreciate you, man. Barry seems concerned.
Wesker,
You did a fine job, Barry.
just as I thought.
I remember Jill saying that the first time, and I had no
Stay
frickin'
away
idea.
from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's
Because I'm the
Umbrella's
bad
intention.
guy.
This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient.
I like how
So
Barry's
you're a slave of Umbrella
Barry's
now.
aiming at her
Always
beret,
violence
not even at her
monsters.
head.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mentioned mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool.
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella?
Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella.
I just used him for my personal purposes. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something
you're
else?
Planning something else?
Ah.
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do?
What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery.
You guys are
You
idiots.
guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So, you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant. Oh!
Barry!
Barry,
Sorry, Jill.
how is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this
Yeah,
place?
Claire, I've always felt bad for Barry too.
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
You
Do
think?
think
He
we
just
could see Tyrant now?
you just talked to him. Never mind.
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for Stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Yeah, I agree with you, Squidge. I love the conversation when Chris and Wesker talk, and Chris starts laughing, and Wesker's like, "Chris, stop it!" Classic. Yeah, 12-year-old little me was shivering in my boots right here. Like, all jokes aside, look at these graphics. PlayStation 1 back in the day was top notch. And this right here was just proof that this was one of the best consoles on the market. God, I love PlayStation.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
That he is.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
All right, Barry. See if you can save the day. Definitely don't screw this up. But I mean, we have to have our obligatory boss battle, right? Both my stepdad and I knew this was going to go horribly wrong. Is his mouth moving? I love it.
Damn you!
Damn you. Tell him, Barry. And then just stand there and get slashed.
It can't control what it does.
The way Jill says that makes me wonder if she is sympathetic to this creature in some capacity. I've always kind of wondered. Or it's just the terrible voice acting. Huh, run away! Run away. Yeah, not really a hard battle, but still very, very menacing. I screwed up one time. I got cocky and let it kill me. This thing killing you is glorious, as bad as that sounds. Yeah, I had a feeling I only needed a couple more. Done and done. Quick, inject Kool-Aid into the tube. Come on, wake up, Barry.
Barry? Barry? You're alive.
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Yeah, very.
Let's get going.
It's fine. Jill's a sweetheart. She forgives you, you knucklehead. All right, I don't think there's anything in this room. At least in this particular playthrough. If we play it in such a way that I think Barry either doesn't come and help us, or we're Chris, Wesker, who's in here, drops a key that we need to get out and something else.
What happened to Wesker?
Sticks lollipops up his nose. Yep, that'll get it done.
Must have set it off. There's not much time left for us.
All right, here we go, folks. I'm going to head back to the save room. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to free Chris, head back to the save room, save, and then we're going to end this once and for all. Until the next time we play it. Like, I don't know how you all feel. Oh, Barry, you just look so awesome. Go do your thing, man. I don't know how the rest of you feel about like the quote-unquote escape sequence in a game or the countdown timer or whatever. I largely don't care for them, I don't think. Not that I dislike them, but I don't... Wait, there's Chimera in here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Ha! I think there's one more, but we're going to slip by that one. But no, I like the escape sequence, but it's never been my favorite game mechanic, really. But there's something about a Resident Evil countdown timer or the self-destruct thing that just gives me an adrenaline rush that I'll never get tired of. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just Resident Evil being Resident Evil. I don't know. But I also did like the escape sequence in Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo too. That was pretty awesome. Okay, let's allow our friends to reunite in a not romantic fashion.
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
It's all fun and games until you're trying to escape on a timer on Danger and Resi 2. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever allowed myself to get that far, but I cannot imagine that's a good time. Resident Evil 2, as we all know, allows players to show the damage that they have sustained in real time and will slowly move around the more damage they take. Dragging yourself with a slither of health, that's gut check time. I've been there. That is hard.
Let's go.
You got it, Chris. Right behind you. After I go save the game. In case I screw this up. Alright. Nope. Running away. Running away. Yeah, as much as I don't like the hunters, I think the Chimera are probably my least favorite enemy, just because they take so much damage. The hunters, they're lethal and they're quick, but you can usually take them down if you got a cool head. But those Chimera, forget about it. All right, I'm just gonna save and then I'll head up, and then I'll gather everything I want out of the item box before we head out to the helipad. Save progress this. We use the ink ribbon. Yep, let's go. So my first run in a couple years, I've probably put maybe 5 hours because I did it on stream, I think we're going to have, and I saved 8 times. That's respectable if you're playing the game for the first time, I think. I am out of practice. I used to be able to beat this game when I was younger without saving once. I beat it fast enough to get the rocket launcher. Damn it. I feel like... no, yeah, I want to get my stuff later. I feel like I beat the game in 2 hours and 15 minutes at one point. I'm probably pulling that out of my ass. But I know I was pretty quick on the trigger. Like, I had it mapped out at one point. Like, I knew exactly where I had to go. I made notes in a notebook, on a piece of notebook paper, a book, and all that. Like, it was... I wanted to bring that time down as much as I could. And I think Claire, who was in the chat earlier, if she's still not here, posted a really, really good completion time for the first Resident Evil. All right, let's use these bullets that I'm not going to use elsewhere. Clear the way, my friends. I've got a lab to escape. Done. Take this herb with us for funsies. We'll live reload because it looks awesome. You know what? I'm going to leave you alive to die in the ensuing explosion. I used to practice on RE to get my time lower. Hell yeah, you have to, right? Hi, Chris.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, practice makes perfect. I mean, the closest I've ever gotten to speed running anything is the newish Nintendo World Championships NES edition on the Switch. Damn, I didn't want to check that. Which has you do like quick speedrunning challenges through parts of old NES games. Like, that's fun. I don't know if I could really commit myself to just continually doing the same thing over and over again to shave time off of the thing that I'm trying to do, but I have mad respect for anybody that puts time into that. Like you specifically, Claire. I mean, the time that you probably put into that to get the completion time that you did, mad respect, 100%. I mean, that's awesome, the commitment you put into that. All right, flame rounds. What other big boomy things do I have? I think that's about it, right? Shotgun's too slow. Handgun's too weak. We got the Magnum and a bunch of those. I don't want you. What did I grab you for? I think we'll be fine. Beat the DS version of RE under an hour. Get the hell out of here. That is awesome. Okay. That should be enough to get us through the day. If not, you'll watch me get skewered, and it will be a blast. A lot of dedication goes into getting good times in Resident Evil. Absolutely. I mean, it's tough. It's tough enough to get good at tank controls in general.
Hurry!
But to be able to master them in such a way that you're able to just time those minute movements around corners, hit your X button at the right time to hit the door at the earliest opportunity. I mean, it's all got to count for something. You need space for the battery. I think I got one space.
If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay?
All right, so Brad says this is our last chance. All right, Brad, we're almost there. And it's funny, I always thought when I was a kid this was the weirdest thing. Like, why put the battery right here and then just put the elevator that it needs to put in, like, right here? But this is just a way to make sure that you have an open inventory space for the weapon that you're going to need to finish this thing off.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
And that voice was the same voice as Rebecca's voice actress. Fun fact.
Oh no, you must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
All right. Has anyone got any battery life left in their phone to send Brad a quick Snapchat telling him that we're nearly at the heliport? This is 1998. Snapchat, thank God, is a figment of somebody's imagination, or not even a twinkle in their eye at this point. I like Snapchat. My kids send me fun pictures. All right, I'm actually going to swap this out for the Magnum. Flare, right? Yeah. And I think you can set the flare off anywhere, but I always feel compelled to set it off right in the center of the helipad. All right, game time. There you are, Chicken Heart. I'm glad he felt bad about leaving us, or else he wouldn't be here, but... Jill becoming an Amazon in less than 2 minutes. Here we go. The original Tyrant will always be my favorite iteration of this monster. All right, let's go, big boy. Come on, run. I know you'd like to do the runny thing. Ow. Little duck and weave. God, I miss auto aim. I take it for granted for not having it. We're still fine, yellow. We're fine. Oop, I ate that one. Ooh, that was close. Let's heal up a little bit. Ow. Ow. Still fine. Grenade rounds it is. Come on, where you at? Ooh, I should have got hit by that by all rights. Swear to God, Tyrant. Come on, Brad. I want to be at Amazon. Still fine. Damn, I get my ass beat. There we go.
It's coming! Jill! Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
I would love to, if you would stop yakking. I don't want to have him run at me. There we go. And I appreciate the fact that she doesn't bend down to pick this up either. Let's heal up so I don't accidentally make a mistake. Later, dude. That never gets old. Now watch. Look at his mouth. Look at my... Because of what my emulator's doing. That's perfect. Nom, 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 nom. If I have to use the rocket launcher tyrant, I swear I will turn this car around. I love it, Squidge. And scene. Amen. We'll never see this again, really, but I will always love these live-action cutscenes. I can see my car from here. Oh, it's gone. Like, this is just awesome. Like, this is old games like this. These are the perfect endings to an ordeal. And that's clearly not the gun you were using earlier, Barry, but we'll let it slide. Hell yeah. We'll watch the credits, and I think that's going to be the end of it for me this evening, everybody. But we still got a few minutes to revel in the beauty here. Turn it down just a skosh. I don't know how loud the music's going to get. But yeah, Resident Evil, man, this game will always hold a special place in my heart. It'll never get old to play. I love it. It's such a great memory to have with my stepdad and my cousin Eric, who was in the chat earlier, if he's not still around, playing it together with them as I grew up. I've told the story a bunch of times, even on my own podcast, but my stepdad, when he first brought this home, told me I couldn't play it. It was too violent. It was too gory, but he eventually relented and let me play it. It was awesome. I know Chris was fighting Brad after they came back. You know what? I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure everyone was happy. I'm sure the adrenaline wore off. Chris took Brad in a back room and just beat the snot out of him as payback for what had happened. I would do the same thing. And Brad, he probably took it too, with a smile on his face. Timeless. Absolutely timeless, this gem. Absolutely. 100%. Started off the survival horror genre, really. There's better games that have come after it for sure, but nothing will beat the original. Wonder if this song is copyrighted and I'm going to get in trouble for streaming it. Who cares? God, even these end scenes are awesome too. I saw different iterations of some of these scenes, and that was my tip-off that certain events could play out slightly differently when you played different playthroughs. There you go, Jill. Ha, gives me the tinglies every time. All right, let's see how long I took. I quoted what, 5 hours? 4 hours and 44 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. We get a glorious shot of Inez. Perfect. All right, my friends. Oh, that's right. I get the special key. This key will unlock that closet where I can put Jill in an alternate outfit. She gave him stars. You want stars? I'll give you stars. Awesome, you guys. Well, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to save it offline, so I'll have the file to play off of if I so choose. I really, really appreciate you stopping by, Squidge, Claire, Overwhelmed Gamer, Mysticles, Eric, anyone else that I may have missed. I really appreciate you guys stopping by the live stream. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to check this out. This was fun. I didn't expect to go 3 hours, but I had a blast, and I hope you did too. Just a quick reminder, if you like what you saw and you want more of me for some odd reason, I have a YouTube channel. Obviously, I'm streaming there. I've got some videos up on YouTube, but my big thing is a podcast. My podcast is called The Retro Wildlands, where I play old retro games that I mostly missed out on when I was a kid. My whole shtick, though, is I bring you into the game with music and sound effects. It's like you and I are playing the game together. Eric actually made it sound like it was like Big Brother taking little brother together and walking them through how a game works, which is pretty accurate. So we talk about the game together, and I'll give my thoughts and opinions about the game as I go. So the Retro Wildlands is on all the major pod platforms. It's on YouTube, so check it out. I've got other videos up there as well. I basically plan out my content whenever I have time. I'm a busy guy. I've got a lot of stuff going on. So this is more or less a hobby for me. So I don't really have a schedule. So subscribe to the podcast if you'd like. Subscribe to Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it now. I'm all over the place. So I would definitely love for you to hang out next time whenever I do a stream, hopefully sooner than later. Maybe I'll do Chris's run through. Maybe I'll go to Resident Evil 2. Maybe I'll do something different. If you've got a preference, shoot me a message. I'd love to cater to what it is that you'd want to see. But above all else, and I say this on the podcast, you're not obligated to do any of this. The fact that you're watching me or with me right now is much more than I could ever ask for. So again, thank you very much for being here. I think that's all I got. So until next time, my friends, my name is Nomad, and you can find me roaming the retro wildlands. See ya.